Let's make apple popping boba tea. We have gone through so many trials of trying to nail the perfect texture, flavor, and appearance in minimal time. So first thing is preparing your apple juice solution. You'll add in some apple juice, sprinkle in some sodium alginate in a small sauce pot, and heat it over medium heat. We're doing this for two reasons. First, the heat helps dissolve the sodium alginate. If you just simply whisk it at room temperature, it will not dissolve. Second, it reduces the apple juice, which is essentially concentrating that apple juice sweet flavor. Without doing this, the popping boba just doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. While you're heating this, you want to bring it to a boil so that water can actually evaporate out. And you also want to make sure you're whisking to make sure that sodium alginate really dissolves. You'll do this until the apple juice has reduced in about half of its original volume. Then the next step is cooling it, which you could do in the fridge overnight or put it around an ice bath to do it more quickly. Meanwhile, create your calcium chloride bath, which is just calcium chloride and water. You'll make a 2% solution, so 2 grams of calcium chloride and 100 grams of water. You'll notice that we're using really small percentages of these powders. That's because they're really potent or strong. So if you mess this up by even just a little bit, like 1/8 of a teaspoon, it can actually have a huge impact on the final texture. Talk to anyone in molecular gastronomy and they'll tell you that being precise is super important. All right, next up is spherification, or making your actual popping boba. Take a 1/4 teaspoon of the apple juice solution and flip it into the calcium chloride bath. This will require some practice, and to be honest, we're still troubleshooting and figuring out our favorite method. Currently, it's flipping it over as quickly as possible, but we've seen this in a lot of different ways. It's kind of up to you to figure out what personal style or technique works for you. If you really want perfectly consistent results, you can do smaller spheres using a dropper. Check it out in our other video here. Let the apple sphere sit in the calcium chloride bath for a period of time. It's up to you. We personally liked about 1 minute to 2 minutes, but we recommend testing out different times so you can see what it's like. The longer it sits in the bath, the more it will gel. Be sure to check out our full lesson and materials to learn more about the science behind this. Also, keep in mind, unless you're doing 1 sphere at a time, which we don't recommend because that will take forever, you're going to have to ballpark the time a little bit. We recommend doing 5 to 10 spheres depending on how quickly you're moving, letting it sit for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, and then removing them. Be sure to rinse them in a water bath before serving them, and if you're waiting or storing them, you can just keep them in the water bath until you're ready to put them in the tea. For your tea, you can brew your own or use a simple store-bought one. Add in some ice cubes, add in your popping boba, and enjoy. Here's a comparison of our apple popping boba with the store-bought one, and well, we were pretty pleased. We hope you liked this video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more, and check out our YouTube channel for all the other popping boba